all over. But I'm going to start with the 433rd Security Forces Squadron. And he's had a lot of accomplishments there as well, but fast forwarding to today, he is currently assigned to the 340th Flying Training Group at JBSA Randolph. I'm going to tell you a little bit about his prestigious accolades as far as education. So, Dr. Smith has a doctorate degree in management with a master's degree in public administration and industrial organizational psychology. He also holds a bachelor's degree in criminology, and he has a CCAF degree in transportation, as well as instructor of technology and military science. He also holds a professional manager certification, and he has earned, ladies and gentlemen, he has earned the 433rd Airlift Wing, the 4th Air Force, the Air Force Reserve Command First Sergeant of the Year, and wait, it's not over yet. He went on to be the United States of this Air Force's first Sergeant of the Year for the entire Air Force to include active duty guard and reserve. So, he is amazing, and I am so honored to call him my friend. Wrapping it all up, Senior Master Sergeant Smith has authored 2 books and currently has a talk show host on The Real Side of Business. It's a radio broadcast here in San Antonio. He teaches at 2 universities and a community college. And he's married to the lovely Miss Jennifer Smith. A staff chaplain with the United Methodist Hospital in San Antonio. So without further ado, let us welcome our very good friend and one of our own 433rd Airlift Wing alumni, Dr. Super J. Eric Smith.
You might need to adjust the mic up.
I'm going to adjust it right now. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay, great. Well, 433rd Air Wing, it's good to be back home, visiting family members who specialize in rapid global mobility. It is an honor to speak with you tonight. Now, I've been in the military for 32 years and have attended many annual award banquets. The nights are always festive. Tonight, the beef and chicken was chicken. On top of that, the dessert had a long line forever. So I know that I'll have you for about 15 minutes before the sugar rush reduce you to a person who's going to take a nice little nap. Thank you. But I always wondered, what happened the day after the award banquets? And what happened to the award recipients afterwards? So I did a little research and discovered some award recipients went on and had outstanding careers. Some recipients just faded away. After talking with some of the award recipients who faded away, there were 3 common denominators that led to their demise. A, complacency. B, they did not embrace the responsibility of leadership. And C, they failed to mentor up and down. Initially, I thought what the award recipients told me occurred on a small scale. But after interacting with more than 8,000 airmen and their families from various bases around the world attending the Air Force Command's Yellow Ribbon events, and at least 10,000 employees from different organizations in corporate America, the 3 common denominators responsible for some annual award recipients fading away was also an indicator why some employees fail in every work environment, whether civilian or military, regardless of position or rank. On the foundation of the three common denominators indicating career failures, I base my topic, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Before George Washington died on December 14, 1799, his last words were, "I die hard, but I am not afraid to go. Let me go quietly. I cannot last long. All is well." George Washington did not just fade away. He left us with a leadership legacy filled with examples of successes and failures. And when his life ran its course, he satisfied, was ready to go. My focus tonight is not on death, but the meaning of life and how you may want to live it. I think everyone does have the desire to be successful in life and to make some contributions in some way, shape, or form that influences society. But I'm here to tell you, anything is possible if you don't get complacent. Some previous award recipients lost their passion for learning new things. They transitioned from go-getters to homesteaders. They were, according to Otis Redding, sitting on the dock of the bay, waiting for the tide to roll away. Contemplating can lead to individuals being complacent. Kadima in Hebrew means forward. I recommend you continue moving forward and remain active through literally learning. I am not referring only to education. I want to tie this in from Albert Einstein's perspective when he said, education is not the learning of the facts, but the training of the mind to think. Literally learning is continuous. When people stop learning, it is detrimental to the organization. They reduce organizational productivity by intentionally or inadvertently hindering others from progressing. They fail to bring out the best of their people they supervise. Let me bring this point home. You cannot teach what you don't know. Or how effective would the Air Force be if we are intellectually complacent before engaging our enemies? Marshal Ferdinand Forrest said, the most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul on fire. Fire needs fuel and ideal conditions to keep burning. Learning is that fuel. Willingness and courage are the ideal conditions for the fire to burn. With the right conditions and the fuel, all you need is a match. That match is change, and all you have to do is light it. Now let me put this together. If you want to change, it is because you have the willingness and the courage to learn. If you have failed at learning something, you have the courage to keep trying. Mary Ann Radmacher said, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day whispering, I will try again tomorrow. Always embrace the responsibility of leadership. Some people display what I call the appearance of leadership. The appearances of leadership are those leaders who steal other people's ideas and present those ideas as their own. They are the people who beat their own drums when the focus should be on someone else. They psychologically carry a lack of responsibility parachute just in case things get tough so they can bail out. Leaders must be dependable, through challenging times when leading people. Every leadership challenge conquered shapes character. Henry David Thoreau said, "You cannot dream yourself into character. You must hammer and forge yourself into one." The Air Force and other organizations need people who will step up and be responsible leaders more than ever. We are facing never before organizational and budget challenges. Seize the opportunity to display leadership that is responsible and confident. Our airmen and employees are asking questions, and they need answers. They want to be coached, led, and if necessary, be held accountable for their actions, so they at least know where the boundaries are. There is nothing worse than working in a place where there is no established standards with the abandonment of organizational values. Finally, mental up and down. The last verse of the Airman Creed reads, "I will never leave an airman behind. I will not falter, and I will not fail." This is a line mostly everyone knows. Did you ever notice when some airmen are singing Airman's Creed in the second and third verse, the volume always drops? Because some people who don't know it are lip syncing. But wait till the third verse comes, or the last verse. Everyone gets loud. "I will never leave an airman behind. I will not falter, and I will not fail." Never leaving an airman behind is not only applicable to the battlefield. This includes when you had an opportunity to mentor, but didn't. Research shows when people quit their jobs, 80% of the time it is because of their supervisors and peers. Do we challenge people to do better than they think they can do? Peter Drucker said, "Leadership is lifting a person's vision to higher heights, the raising of a person's performance to a higher standard, the building of a personality beyond its normal limitations." Part of leadership is mentoring up and down. I discovered when I'm mentoring the right people, they are also mentoring me. Mentoring builds strong work relationships. Strong work relationships are crucial to successful leadership. The Carnegie Foundation discovered relational skills are far more important if you hope to succeed at work. Their study found that 15% of what a person's success is determined by job knowledge and technical skills. 85% is determined by an individual's attitude and ability to relate to other people. General Welch maintained every airman has a story. If you don't know the story, you can't lead the airman. In conclusion, don't get complacent. Embrace the responsibility of leadership and mentor up and down. A year from now, people may not remember what award you earned tonight, but they will remember how you interacted with them. Take every opportunity to lead and mentor. This is your charge. Let people see what is written on the 1206 about you is real in action and in deeds. Award recipients, tonight is your night. Tomorrow, don't start fading away. I will leave you with the Serbian proverb. Be humble because you're made of the earth. Be noble because you're made of the stars. Thank you very much.